All right. Stryfe. The past few days, you've spent meditating in the resonance, attuning yourself to the flow through your sprites. You have embraced the more spiritual side of your technomancy, becoming a true techno-shaman. You feel your connection stabilizing and finalizing as you wander through the resonance, at peace with the deeply spiritual experience that you've had. Suddenly, you feel a dark pang in the back of your mind. Ahead of you, when there wasn't one before, is a large and imposing wrought iron gate, an entrance to a host that you've never seen before. The crest of the gate is a large and menacing-looking skull. The rest of the resonance seems to go dark. All you can see, all you can feel, is yourself standing before this sinister, twisted gate. You have flashes back to your past, thoughts of your father and your time spent before you became a smuggler. You shake them back, but you feel compelled to approach the gate. Each time you try to turn away, you feel that bizarre pain again, and find the gate has moved in front of you. No matter how you try, you seemingly cannot back away. Something deep and instinctual is pushing you onwards. In front of you floats an invitation for a mark on the host, appearing in the form of a sinister-looking wax-sealed letter from centuries ago.
Ruin has come to our family!
Do you accept the mark?
Yeah.
Do you enter the host?
Yeah.
You open the gate and find yourself standing on an island in the sea, buffeted by a terrible thunderstorm. Great rains rock the rocky cliffs, and the wreckage of the great wooden ships line the coasts of this island. In front of you is a precarious stone stair winding through the malicious-looking crags. At the apex of the island, you see a great stone fortress. A large skull like the one on the gate adorns its front. The fortress itself is made of a dark stone, with turrets and walls adorned with sinister spikes and intimidating skull motifs. Lightning flashes in the sky above your head, rocking your footing with a great deafening rumble. Do you approach the fortress?
Yes.
You climb up the stone steps, careful not to lose your footing. You find yourself at the entrance of the fortress, a large stone skull with its mouth agape, the large reinforced wooden doors seemingly calling to you. What do you do?
Open the doors.
As you touch the door, they creak open, revealing nothing but darkness beyond them.
Didn't even knock. How rude.
Do you enter?
Yeah.
You sound so resigned. You find yourself in total darkness, but you feel the floor fall out from underneath you.
I cast magic missile at the darkness.
You experience the sensation of a free fall, tumbling down without being able to see anything. You find yourself coming to a stop, still suspended in the air. Gradually, you can see again. You see the raw code of the Matrix flowing around you, from above you, farther than you can see, and down past where you are suspended, before disappearing in the distance. In front of you floats a gigantic skull, its empty socket seeming to stare into your very soul. A voice emanates from the skull. Welcome, Vander. Gaze upon the face of your destruction. I have been watching you, anticipating when you would strike. Know now that you waited too long. I am ready, and you will not destroy me. You cannot destroy me. I have become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Know that I have invited you here so that you might realize your destruction. Look upon me. I will have my vengeance upon you.
Who the fuck are you?
The gall! I am Malefactor, risen from lowly origins to inconceivable heights. I am the one who will bring havoc upon those who have wronged me, starting with you, Vander. You and your family.
How did I wrong you? And
Feign
why-
ignorance if you'd like.
What did my family do? How about that?
Feign ignorance if you like, Stryfe. Vander, whatever you call yourself. Do not save you. I know what you are. This was merely a courtesy, so you would know who was going to destroy you. I'm going to enjoy watching you die, Mr. Levitt.
What did you say his name was? Huh?
Malfactor?
Malfactor? Oh. Malefactor. Got your face.
Uneducated.
So you're not gonna tell me why you hate me so much? Because I've certainly never heard of you.
Fine, Vander. Have it your way if you will not entertain me. You may leave. But remember my words. You and your family, I'm coming for them.
You
This-
can have my family, just explain why you're after me!
Do you not care for your sister, Vander?
Oh, shit. What's she have to do with any of this?
Or perhaps... maybe I should also deal with Higasho. I have many ways to hurt you, Stryfe.
I don't know
Vander.
what I did!
You will not fool me. We shall see each other again. Go back to your friends, Vander. Run, Vander, run. Tell them I'm coming, and that hell's coming with me. The skull fades, and the scene itself fades to black. You find yourself sitting back outside the host where you began. No sign of it. Smile.
Great.
Well, I'm spooked.
Good. That was the intention.
But I mean, I'm also not spooked because Tex doesn't know. So.
Tex doesn't know. It's true.
Only Stryfe knows, right?
Correct, unless she tells you.
Okay.
All right.
Was this a dream or something, Chad?
No, I was inside the resonance.
Inside, like the Matrix, basically.
Is there any way that I could figure out what that thing is?
You could try. You probably won't get very far. Anyway, you all receive a message from Dr. Daniels. The message says that he's located the second idol and wishes to meet with you as soon as possible.
Alrighty. Let's go.
I head on over.
Fuck yeah.
The five of
Ask
you
him
enter
where
Daniels'
and when.
sanctum and take your places in the fine leather-backed chairs that you always sit in. Daniels has already prepared the drinks and sits down across from you. He looks tired but excited and says, "The ritual that I performed worked well, and I was able to locate the second idol. It is being held here." He gestures and a large AR map of South America appears in the space between you. A large red marker spins slowly on a spot in the Amazon jungle, a few hundred kilometers off the east coast. Here, in Amazonia. The idol was located in the private collection on in a private collection in a mountain retreat of some rich Amazonian. No easy job. A different continent, a private fortress in a remote location, surely with an imposing guard. I wouldn't blame you all if you balked at this. However, with this information, I informed our patron about the situation, and surprisingly, he told me he might actually have a solution for us. And just a few hours ago, he already got back to me. Our patron gave me the contact information for a interested party, is what he said. His instructions were sparse. Simply, give this to the Shadowrunners and have them mention that they are calling about a vacation to Amazonia. With a twitch, another arrow appears in front of you, this time with the mysterious contact information.
Do you guys want me to call?
Sure.
Good luck! Oh, and one more thing. The idol does not appear to be astrally active at this time. You shouldn't have to worry about any mysterious happenings due to the idol itself. I will have to look into why it's dormant while the first one's active.
It's not gonna blow up in my face like last time.
He trails off, musing to himself.
Will I still be able to detect it if we don't know what it looks like?
I mean, I would assume it looks fairly similar to the first one.
Okay. It's like we're going on vacation, boys.
Well, all right. I dial the number in my comm.
You call the number. You hear the call connect, but silence is all that answers you.
I'm interested in a vacation to Amazonia.
Quickly, the number disconnects. Moments later, you receive the coordinates to Dante's Inferno, the club downtown, and a timestamp for tonight at 10 p.m. You also receive an arrow in the form of a flaming scroll, an invitation to the club. The message is signed from Mr. Johnson.
We going clubbing, boys.
All right.
It's got a flair for the dramatic.
It's all about selling yourself.
I'm gonna go get my glow sticks.
Is the table gonna be in the 7th circle? 7th circle is the best circle.
It might be.
Gonna whip out my Berwick suit and Argentum coat again.
Yeah, that
It's a
How
club.
fancy of a place is this?
it's not.
Like a-
Isn't it
it's like a
an
nightclub.
actual hip techno club, but
Yep.
it's in the form of
It is like the club. One of
It's
the
not-
most expensive and exclusive place. It's not exactly this isn't a high class place.
it's
But
just
there- A lot of money flows to this place. What are you trying to say, Alter?
I was gonna say it's not like we need to wear suits. It's just
No, this is not a dinner club. This is very much,
Nightclub.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And by rock and roll, I mean probably Nova Techno. But
Well, that means that Stryfe fits right in just the way he is.
it's true. You shouldn't necessarily wear the suit if it's going to stand out. Remember, dress for the meet location, not who you're meeting.
I'm gonna change the color of my trench coat to like a bright reflective color.
Just something obnoxious.
Yeah.
Magenta.
I'm going
Magenta.
to light up my mask like Daft Punk style, with like LEDs all over it.
Hell yeah. Just remember that GIF. All right. Anything else needs to be taken care of today?
I bet Stryfe is super out of it and sad.
Yeah, what's going on with you, Stryfe? You seem a little out of it.
and sad.
Forehead, how can you tell the difference?
Ah.
Yeah, you seem
Your
normal to
level
me.
of brooding is like a whole new level.
This is
I
like
didn't-
advanced brooding.
This isn't just brooding; it's advanced brooding. Well, we'll take care of tonight. We'll do the talking if you don't want to worry about too much. All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you poor thing.
I mean, we can just go out to the club, have a good time.
I mean, Stryfe can just wait outside and provide Overwatch or whatever. Keep an
Are
eye
we
on
somewhere
things.
private?
I think we're
You're
in,
still at
yeah, Dr. Daniels.
Dr. Daniel's Sanctum Sanctorum.
I don't really want to talk to Dr. Daniels, though. Maybe we
Should
could
we,
just go in K-Dub's van.
Yeah, do we want to take your van? We could all just meet at your house.
Sure.
Then if you need to say anything, you can let us know.
Yeah, let's meet up in my garage.
Can
in
you
like
make
an
the
hour,
van look hip and cool too?
And then we
I'm
can,
here in my garage.
then we can head to the club together. I'm not bringing the van. What do you guys?
You could make it look like a fancy like '80s van. Get some
Aw.
neon.
Make
Bring
it look
my
like
SUV,
a
man.
VW love bus.
My SUV is fucking ballin', okay?
My SUV is balling. You said literally nobody ever.
Burn out the soccer mom. Come on, kids. We're going for another Shadowrun.
It is a step above minivan. I'll give you that much.
Listen, the Toyota Talon is a very popular rigger,
I know.
rigger vehicle, and
Like-
it is seen as something that most riggers want to have because of its
Correct.
customability. Whatever that
It's
word.
I mean,
riggers
it's
and
very
nerds, so-
customizable and isn't super obvious. So
Exactly.
it's not exactly, what did you call it? Ballin'?
Well, I mean,
because
it's balling on the inside. It's balling where it counts.
It's not the beard on the outside, it's the beard on the inside.
Anyway, I'm not driving that fucking van to the club.
Okay.
All right.
So, later that evening, say 7 or so, the 5 of you meet at Burnout's garage.
All
I
right.
guess
Are you
I
bringing
should
anything?
tell you what's up. Because it might end up impacting you guys somehow too. But I guess you guys realize by now that I'm not a normal decker.
I've known you were a technomancer since the first time you used a spread around us. Come on. You can't think that we're that stupid. I mean, these guys might, but I mean,
Whoa, mate.
I mean, you what?
Easy there, Burnout.
I just know you do like typey stuff and like technology.
I'm gonna.
Did you just
Like-
say technology?
Technology.
I might have.
Look, it don't matter what he is. It matters he gets the job done. That's all I've cared about.
You do a good job.
They bring trouble. Technomancers bring trouble, though, if they ever get discovered.
Yeah, that's the problem.
well, I'm sure we're all running away from shit, and we all have our issues in the past that might catch up with us eventually.
Well, anyway, I was poking around in the residence the other day, and I came across some giant angry skull named
Malefactor.
I keep wanting to say Malefactor now. Ah! Malefactor! Anyway, he was like, I did something wrong to him or something, and my family did something wrong, and he wants to murder me and them, and I don't know why. 'cause I've
Is this,
never seen him in my life.
Is this a real guy or is it some sort of fancy AI or something?
It could be another technomancer, it could be a resonance ghost, it could be anything. I don't know exactly
What's a
what it
resonance
is.
ghost?
Well, during the crash, people who died in the Matrix crash are said to still be embedded inside the resonance. So it's possible
that's
it could
creepy.
be
Oh, yeah.
somebody who was killed, not
Like-
necessarily in the crash, but in any, like, let's say a technomancer was being experimented on and he died, his imprint could be on the Matrix still.
Like,
Something
for
like
example, like if someone's jacked in like Hot Sim VR and the Matrix crash, it basically traps their consciousness on the Matrix and kills them, and then potentially leaves there as ghosts. So they say.
You said that your family, that he was upset with your family.
Do
Did
you
they
think
have
there's a
something to do with
possibility
the
he's telling
crash?
truth?
Well, my dad's a dick, so that doesn't surprise me.
Do you think that might have had something to do with the crash?
Well, it's not necessarily the crash, but he could have been one of my father's victims or something like that.
Victims.
Victims.
What'd your father do?
He's a researcher, and when he found out that I was a technomancer, he turned me into a lab project.
Heavy shit.
I
Well,
told a group of Shadowrunners to break me out. That's how I got away, but he probably found other technomancers to experiment on. I don't know if that's what this guy's mad about, or if I did something, but I've never really, I don't know what I could have done, and I've never heard of him before. And every time I tried to ask him what I did, he said that I was just feigning ignorance, and that I would pay, and blah blah blah, and then I got kicked out of the host, so I don't know what he wants.
Did it sound like he was blaming you for his predicament?
He sounded like he was blaming me and my family. He said he knew everybody that I knew, that he could hurt me in all these different ways.
Well, that's terrifying.
Maybe it's a good time to call up your dad.
I know.
I say just leave it until it comes to term. You know, just leave it. Everything will be all right.
Just ignore it, and your problems will go away.
Exactly. That's what I do in life. Just ignore all my problems.
Or shoot him in the face.
Well,
Or run him
anyway, what I'm trying to say is if you happen to be in the Matrix and some creepy skull dude tries to accost you, you should probably get out while you possibly, run away.
This is why I stay away from all that fancy technology shit.
Alright, well, nobody fucks with my technomancer, alright? So,
Okay,
it's your problem,
well,
it's my
first
problem.
of all, don't go using the word technomancer. Just
I
pretend
still
I'm
don't
a
know
decker.
what the word means, so I just kind of threw it out there. But
Are
if
you
it's
one of
your
those
word,
otakus?
I'm gonna take my deck out and put it on the table, and they can see that it is not a deck, it is just a basic tablet. And I'm gonna take all of my technology off of me, and then I'm going to put an arrow in front of his face. I don't know, like a smiley face or something that winks at him. And then I'll be like, I control the Matrix stuff with my mind. I don't have to use the computer. I can just access it with my mind. And then I could just,
it sounds like you're more like me than I thought.
Yeah.
You're kind of like a mage a little bit.
Yeah, a technology mage, basically.
Ah.
Hey, watch this. I can do that too. And I wirelessly use my DNI.
Yeah, dick face.
Can I give Burnout a noogie that makes him pass out in a hot sim?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
I'm gonna do it! I'm doing it! I'm giving him a noogie! What do I have to roll?
I probably puppeteer, I guess.
Oh, right. Where's my sheet? Except I'm gonna super root or whatever the fuck.
Going to root. Fuck you, Kados.
I forget. What's
So what does
my
this do?
fave
Make you pass
resistance
out
with
the
that?
Matrix?
Basically, because you have a DNI, you have a data jack, right? Or you have a you have a data jack,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you your comic has like a hot sim module.
Yeah. Well, my
Basically,
RCC does.
Yeah, she is commanding your device to go into hot sim, so you basically just pass out. That's what she's doing to bad guys.
Okay,
But-
so
But Vander is giving you a noogie, giving him a direct connection, so he avoids your defenses.
Oh shit,
I
why
see.
did I do that? My
He-
fave.
You don't have to roll. You don't have to roll for it all. Basically, yeah. All right.
okay, if
So-
I pass out into a hot sim, I'm going to jump into a drone that I've been working on that's like a little arm or something and grab his leg.
Oh, shit.
All right. Well, you can try to defend against that. Wow. Incoming fade 7. Fade resistance 2.
What the fuck?
You rolled 17 dice.
Oh shit. Your nose starts bleeding when you do that.
Whatever. Just turn the pain editor on.
Baby
All right.
rage. Wait.
So after that comical scene, It's time for you 5 to leave if you want to get to the Dante's Inferno on time.
Yeah.
Shall you?
We shall.
Fuck yeah.
I got my
Speak up
Argento
now,
coat
forever
on.
hold your peace.
I'm
Do
just
you guys
gonna.
want to go in the truck, or
I'm just
should
gonna
we
take
roll
my
up,
bike.
like,
Yeah.
bikes? Yeah. I
And
think
my
bikes
my bike's pretty souped up.
Okay,
We all got cool bikes, right?
sure.
I
Just do
think
that.
mine's still damaged from the race. I didn't fix
Shinagami
it.
is the only one with the invitations. You all have to go in together.
You could have got me to fix it, you know.
I'll do that later.
You could pay him to fix it. Work off some of his debt.
That's true.
We'll see.
Do you guys want to get there early and scope out the place a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can kind of mingle a little bit. Maybe do some drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your invitation isn't good until the time of the meeting.
Oh,
So what? We need an invitation to get into the club.
Well, you can try to wait through the line and probably get turned away by the bouncer.
Wait a
I
minute.
don't know. We're pretty cool.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I have an echoing conduit, rating 6, and I have the echoing.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean I get to add 12 dice when I'm using both of them?
The rating 6 second kind of means it treats your submersion rank as 6 higher. So you should be rolling 9 extra dice instead of just 3. See what I'm saying? It's like you
No.
add because you have submersion rank 3, right?
Oh, right, submersion, yes. 9, yes. Okay. I knew it was more than 6, but I forgot. Okay, I get it. My submersion
And you
grade is
should turn your
3.
pain editor on so you can have the higher willpower and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So do
Like
I
with
have
your
to
pain
pick-
editor on, you should be rolling like 21 dice to resist fade. And that's kind of nuts.
Do I have to take that?
All right. So
Do I have to take the 5?
no, it doesn't matter. Don't worry about the damage.
Okay.
While we're
Alright.
heading out, I asked Shinagami, do you want me to, like, be a hype
Is
man
anyone
for
else
you?
cutting? Is he cutting out for anyone else?
no, I hear him.
No.
Hold on a second. Oh, it's my internet for some reason. Okay.
Your sister is playing Minecraft. Stop her!
Man, I'm the router.
What were you
Man!
gonna say?
Do you want me to... I know these negotiations can be... I know it's your territory, but do you want me to do anything to help you out? Like, I don't know, like a hype man, or be like, I don't know.
You've
I
just
could do
blown an
anything
air
if you
horn
need-
around his shoulder.
Yeah, like a distraction or anything. If you need help, let me know.
I mean, if you want to come, that's fine. I changed my mind about that.
Wait, can you
What?
only get in with the invitation, or can we come
What?
in?
No,
We're
we
all
just have to go
going,
in
right?
with him. Yeah.
We have to go in with Shinigami is the thing, because he's
We're
the
his
only
plus
one who has
ones.
the invitation.
Plus fives.
But we should all go in, at least, to just, show a force.
Like,
I
guys
mean,
don't have to
Tex wants to get his dance on.
you.
Why did
could-
I just get disconnected?
Oh.
When have we not come to a meet with a Mr. Johnson before? We're all going.
I know, but
I'll sit
I
at the
mean,
bar and drink.
for future ones,
I
like
think my Discord might be shitting its pants.
It was
Oh.
it was breaking a little bit earlier, but it seemed fine recently.
I just got disconnected for a second.
if we ever do a meet where it's kind of
Like my internet seems to be working fine. Like I'm loading like I'm testing YouTube, and like the stream and everything seems fine, but it's just Discord. Maybe it's a little slow.
right now.
Sound fine to me.
Did you switch servers? Are we still on like the weird server?
You mean Central?
No, we're on US East.
The weird server, aka Central.
My ping is actually like 18 milliseconds right now. Somehow, it's really good.
Mine's 39.
Mine's spiking from like 1800 to 58.
61.
Let me go check something.
Like I was just gonna say, it'd be useful if I don't know, Stryfe was outside watching The Matrix, so nothing.
I want to
sketchy's
go
going
in.
on.
This is the best club in the whole town.
I mean, no, I don't mean like not coming to the club. I mean like not go and talk to the Mr. Johnson. Like you just hang around the area.
Stryfe, I got an idea. We'll find the couch that's got all the people smoking deep weed, and we'll just kind of like lie down next to him, and then you can do your thing. Because like people pass out all the time over there.
And then Frat, you can also like sense and make sure nobody's using.
We're just gonna get moving and hope things work out.
That's the spirit.
Okay.
All right. So, if you guys said like anything relevant to me in the last 2 minutes, I didn't hear you.
No, you were talking amongst yourselves.
Cool. All right. So the 5 of you arrive at Dante's Inferno late in the evening. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, did you guys wait the 4 days for Frisky to get his gun?
Oh, can we do that? It would just be until July 2nd.
I would do it because I think how many days since the previous run? Because I still need to sleep off stuff and
Time to pay the rent.
head back.
that they have.
All right, we're gonna do the 4 day skip beforehand.
I can fix your motorbike in that time then if you want.
So it would have.
Everyone needs to pay rent though.
Okay. So we would be doing this 8 days after the last run.
So we get an extra 4 days downtime.
And it is July 2nd now.
Yes.
Wow, I haven't played. What?
What?
Says
What?
that the last run happened on 5 May. It was June. Why did I put that?
I don't know. Why did you put that?
Because I can't do math, I guess. I apparently missed the whole month of May. Because I wasn't here at the hands.
So that that etiquette roll, each success gives me 1,000 off of the price.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 10,200 for the rent. See, that's why I was thinking like I should be able to spend downtime to make money with the business because like I'm only making $1,000 for a whole month. That doesn't sound right for a business.
He's also a shit roll.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also an etiquette roll, so I'd assume that was for like bargaining for deals on parts and stuff like that.
Or that'd be negotiation. Etiquette is more like you're not getting or retaining customers because you're an asshole. Which is believable.
But wouldn't the 1,000 be just like net profits after all your expenses and?
Well, no, it costs me my lifestyle is 11,000, and then so that's for a commercial lifestyle. So that is supposed to be, yeah, that's supposed to be like the money that I make running the business. So if I made a profit, then I would be rolling 13 or 12 dice or whatever, 12 successes.
We'll worry about it later.
Sounds like a bad business then. Sounds like an unsustainable business model.
Sounds like Shadowrun doesn't know how to do shit properly.
I mean, yeah, we can discuss it, but not right now.
No, I'm not trying to like figure out now. Just complaining.
I'm back.
Be quack.
Cack.
Okay.
Scrawl.
What?
Scrawl!
Scrawl, you
Sounds
say.
like, it sounds like he said quack, like a duck. So I say scrawl.
I see. Alright. So the 5 of you arrive at Dante's Inferno late in the evening. The nightclub is packed as it always is. You can see the VR avatars of those checked into the Matrix side of the nightclub mingling with those that are physically there. Your invitation lets you skip the line and get straight in the elevator, which takes you to the entrance at the top of the building. The digital letters above you, as well as the topless succubi, who leads topless succubi, both declare that you are entering limbo.
Purgatory.
Your invitation spawns another arrow, another succubi, or succubus rather, who leads you down into the depths of the inferno. You pass down level by level, passing dance floors and bars, descending past lust, gluttony, greed, wrath, and heresy, before you finally enter the 7th level, that of violence. Your demon directs you to one of the VIP booths, looking down on the dance floor, which is the door is stylized. Oh, the dance floor, which is stylized with various gruesome acts and blood. The booth door looks like a stereotypical portal to hell, and 2 very imposing trolls flank the entrance. They do not react to your presence, but the door opens as you approach. Inside, you find the booth a very well-stocked bar. It sits in one corner of the room. There's a large glass window overlooking the dance floor below. In one corner, near the window, there are several scantily clad women reclining, who all gives you seductive smiles as you enter. A few feet away from them, Mr. Johnson is sitting at one of the chairs in front of the glass, and as you enter, you can barely spy a Joy girl kneeling down in front of him, head in his lap. Upon hearing you enter, he looks back and silently directs the girl to go sit with the others. At this point, you notice the intimidating and obviously cybered bodyguards positioned various places around the room.
Did he zip
Mr.
his
Johnson
pants up?
Mr. Johnson stands up and takes a step from the depression in front of the window to stand on the same level as you. The man is wearing the newest and most expensive fashion, flashy and attention-grabbing. You figure it would probably take you multiple runs to pay for clothes like that. The man is a little twitchy. You wouldn't be surprised if he was hopped up on one or more stimulants. He has slicked back hair, a data jack on the side of his head, and his right arm is an obvious but a very, very expensive cyber arm. He flips his leg over the expensive leather chair at the head of the long table that's in the middle of the suite, beckoning for you to take a seat. As you do so, AR menus pop up in front of you, with a very extensive list of beverages. You note that all the prices are a very convenient 0 nuyen. Anything that you do order is quickly mixed and delivered by the busty bartender. The dull beat of the music pounds from outside as Mr. Johnson cracks a wide, disarming smile, ready to get to work.
I like the fanciest whiskey on the menu.
I
Boom.
order the most expensive sounding drink.
You get a very fancy bitch drink.
I get
It's got a little
one that
umbrella in
has
it.
the fewest syllables.
Okay.
Gorthrak, Burnout. They deliver the most expensive beverage in the place, which is a antique from the time before the Awakening. They call it Natural Light. No one can make it anymore. And no, I'm just kidding. As a Natty Light joke, no, fine.
Oh, I get it.
I don't actually
Yeah,
drink this, so
we
not
don't
either.
drink that up here.
Natty Light is like
Shit
piss
beer.
water.
Yeah.
Like it's literally there just for frat dudes to pound it back and feel like
Yep.
they're manly.
We have ours up here. We got PBR and Lucky and Wildcat, Shitty Kitty.
Pabst Blue Ribbon. It's like Natty Light, except they charge more because it looks fancier.
It's true. It's got the fancy ribbon on it.
That's what the blue ribbon is, Mo. Again, Mr. Johnson speaks, says, "I hear you 5 are looking to take a vacation to Amazonia. You've come to the right guys," he leans back. "I'm a travel agent of sorts, and I can hook you up. All you need to do is do a little something for me while you're down there. Do that, and you won't have anything else to worry about. Sound good?"
As long as I can bring my my drones and shit, that's awesome.
So what is this thing that you want us to do?
All right, then. Listen up. Girls, give us some privacy. The women leave the booth, one of them giving Johnson a kiss on the cheek as she passes, Anka S.
It's a trap.
After the portal door closes, an arrow appears in the middle of the table. An image of a man with dark skin, a very close haircut, and cat-like eyes. This is Ernan Gara, who will be your host for your trip. Our friend Ernan here is an important high-ranking member of the DISA, the Department of Intelligence and Security of Amazonia. Very fancy. High-class stuff. 1 second. I lost my spot. There it is.
What was his name?
The
Ernest?
era.
Ernangara.
How do you spell that?
It's
I
in
don't know.
chat.
Look in chat.
It just.
I know. He is currently at his vacation home in Amazonia here, but don't be fooled. He's not there for pleasure, or at least not pure pleasure. The home is secluded and well defended for a reason. In the basement of the building, we believe that there is a secure server. I need some files off that server. It's not connected to the Matrix, so you have to physically be there to interact with it. It is under highly secure biometric locks, and so you will almost certainly need Mr. Gara's cooperation to gain access. Does
Or
this sound
just
like something
his,
within your capabilities?
His bios.
Yeah, we can do
Yes.
that.
Good. A few points first. First of all, this needs to be strictly non-lethal.
Boring.
No bodies left behind, subdue, knock unconscious, whatever, but do not kill, especially not Gara. Next.
I got a
which-
question for that. What about like body parts?
No cutting off his arm.
As
No,
long as
is
he doesn't die.
maiming
Leave
allowed?
them, do as little damage to them physically as you can. No dismemberment, no cutting off. If you need to knock him unconscious and then drag his body to the fingerprint scan, that's fine. But no killing, no maiming, no mangling. This needs to be as clean as you can make it. Okay?
Alright.
As clean as we can make it. Alright.
Next. Which one of you is
Writing
the
this down
hacker?
in your notebook.
Me.
The dark brooding one over there.
Oh, shut up.
Alright. The data you need to retrieve will likely be in multiple different files, all relating to the Atlan-Amazonia War from a year or so ago. Look for information about the war and any of their dealings with Horizon. Alright, third. Which one of you is the driver?
Yo.
He cracks a big smile and says, I think you're going to enjoy this part.
Yeah.
Another arrow appears next to the picture of Gara, this time picture of a sleek aircraft. It says, this will be the vehicle you take to and from your little vacation. This is an Ares venture. Sleek, fast, excellent at insertion and extraction. It is a expensive and very fine VTOL craft. If you're a good enough pilot, you'll be able to evade or escape from anything that's in the sky with you.
Wait, I get to fly this? Oh fuck
Absolutely.
yes!
Again,
Oh,
part of the
God.
job. Don't crash it, yeah? It'll come out of your
Bruno,
I
paycheck.
won't.
Fly.
I'm a great pilot.
You'll fly up from SeaTac here, and you'll stop for fuel in Atslan, there and back. Next, a little bit more about Gara. He is a member of DISA, as I said, DISA. What you might not know is, well, here. How much do you guys know about Amazonia?
Absolutely nothing. I know there's a bunch of scary animals and shit.
Okay, yes. Long story short, the place is run by a winged serpent. And Metasapiens.
Dragon?
Yes, a dragon. Metasapiens. It's a ecological paradise in a sense. But the important part is that DISA is run almost exclusively by these Metasapiens. None of their upper echelon members are metahumans, and very few of the lower members are. Mr. Gara is no exception. He is a jaguar shapeshifter. I wouldn't be surprised if many of his men were as well. Let's keep that in mind, yeah? Alright. Lastly, a third arrow appears between the other two, this one bigger than the others. This is the house itself. It shows the schematics of the first and second floor. There are three major points of entry I can see. There's the front door, there's the back door, and the balcony on the second floor. I'll send you this data so you can devise a plan yourself. Gar won't be at this place for long, so you'll need to move quickly. Can you leave tomorrow? It's about an 18-hour flight each way, so gotta go quick.
So you need this done as soon as possible.
Yes, time's of the essence.
So we gotta get to the basement, and then also we
Wait,
need Gara for the basement.
I missed. Is this the same house that has the idol? Or is this completely separate? We're doing for him first.
You're not saying this out loud, are you?
No, of course not.
Yes, this is the same place that has the idol, but he's not hiring you to get the
Right,
idol.
okay.
Basically, your patron for the idols put you in contact with this guy because he wants a Shadowrun done to this guy, and while you're there, you can snatch the idol.
I was just double checking and making sure it was all in the same place.
Understood. Is everyone on the same page now?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm running behind. This guy, Ernan Gara, is the person that owns the house that has the idol in it.
Uh-huh.
And the files that this guy wants.
Okay. Then I would just message Frisky while he's talking to him. I said, "What do we need? Do we need to capture Gar to get into the server? Do we just need to get to the server room, or do we need to bring him with us down there?" That's what I'm not confused.
You could like mind control him, I guess, maybe to get him down there.
Yeah,
Well, I'm saying, do we need to have him for the server, or is he just like?
we need him to get through the biometrics.
Okay.
We have to have his body.
Alright.
It's like a fingerprint or eyeball scanner
You
or
don't
some shit.
need it. You just probably need it. You do have Stryfe. Stryfe could probably swing it, but you know.
Yeah.
What was
Could
the
you
aircraft again?
Explain a meta-sapien a little bit.
Oh, what a metasapien is something that's sentient, but not a metahuman. It's like centaur, nagas, Sasquatches, shapeshifters.
So are these things evolved from animals?
Yeah,
Or-
shapeshifters like this guy are animals that became awakened and gained sentience. So this guy is a jaguar who can take on human form.
Okay. But he's naturally a jaguar.
Yep.
And they all work under a dragon.
The dragon runs their country.
Dragon
So are
runs
these, like-
Amazonia.
Are they stronger than regular jaguars?
I mean, they're certainly more intelligent,
Okay.
but stronger, kind of.
Like, are people stronger than gorillas or apes?
I mean, I don't know.
No, it's
Texas.
That's different. Because you're not literally an ape; you're just like an ape. This guy's literally a jaguar.
Like,
what
it
if
I
would
was
be
thinking
like...
we're evolved from apes, so like they're evolved from jaguars.
It
but
would
they're
No,
be
he
like
literally
actually-
is a jaguar.
Oh,
an ape
He is
could
just a
take on
magic
human
jaguar.
form too, and he would also
Like
be
shapeshifters, like they typically have more like animal lifestyle. Like these are animals that gain the ability to turn into shapeshift into humans.
so
Not
like,
humans that turn into animals.
in his animal form, like he is like on 4 legs, like
Mhm.
furry, like an actual jaguar. He's not like a tabaxi or something.
No, he is a jaguar.
Oh, neat.
And there's all these different types of shapeshifters. But so yeah, like in his jaguar form, he is, stronger, faster than the average human. But
Since they're technically animals still, would animal spells or animal handling and stuff work on them?
animal handling, no, because they're sentient.
Right.
Animal spells, maybe.
But like, calm animal or
But keep in mind that as a shapeshifter, well, you guys need to do your research. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay.
I mean, there's a dragon in the country, Jackson. You're not dealing with him.
No.
there's
What
also
was
dragons
the-
in Seattle.
I mean, it's his domain.
I mean,
Yeah, that's where you're getting in and getting out very quickly.
There's
What
a
was the-
dragon in Seattle too, right?
It's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so don't worry about it. We're surrounded
But
by dragons.
those guys are not.
I'm kinda
Those
going-
are not great dragons. This is a great dragon.
What was the aircraft again?
Ares
And
Venture?
Ares Venture.
Is that in rigor?
Nope. Core book.
We're trying to make Jackson feel better. Don't go ruin it. He doesn't need to know.
It is on page 465. It's a nice little thing. It's got enough cargo. You could probably bring 1 or 2 drones if they're not too big.
I see. Cool.
Okay, so now another question.
And there's 6 seats, which is just enough for the 5 of you. Tex.
Another question.
Mm-hmm.
Are we... We're not, like, being invited to this guy's place. We're just going to infiltrate this guy's place, right?
Absolutely. That was all like that was facetious.
Okay. Because
Yeah, he said
I
our
was a little
host.
bit confused at the beginning because it didn't start out as that. I thought
He's
maybe
your
he
host
was
for this
contact
trip.
or something, and then it turned into we're stealing his shit, and I was like, okay, so now I'm confused. All right, so we're flying ourselves to his place and getting it, but in exchange, he'll let us go into Amazonia unaccosted. Like, I assume there's some sort of aerial checkpoints, like when a plane enters a new country or whatever, you make contact with the no tower and all that stuff. Or are we just like stealth flying in?
You'll be using the Venture to fly in quickly and low under the radar. Burnout need to be good here. He'll need to either be good enough to fly low and avoid the radar, or fly fast and avoid potential interception.
Don't worry, guys. I got this.
So where is Burnout going to go after he drops us off?
It's a VTOL, so like you're gonna find some spot. He's going to land the thing, and you're all gonna get out.
Oh, it's one of those.
VTOL means vertical takeoff and landing.
Okay.
Like a thruster.
Yeah, so
Can I
like
get a
thrust up
wingsuit?
and if you want to buy one,
Jump out of the plane?
you can if you want.
And then this guy isn't the person who has the idol, right?
This is the guy.
No, this guy doesn't know that we're going to get the idol.
But does he have the
Yes,
idol?
it's in the
Is
same
it
house.
his private collection?
Gara has the idol.
Kara has the idol.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Cat
idol is at the private collection at this place you're going to.
Okay, so it just so happens that this guy wants something else from him, and we want something, so we're just okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yep, your patron, whoever that guy is, was able basically put you in contact with this dude. So
Okay.
Whoever
maybe
wants
think,
to buy the idols from
yeah,
us.
maybe think who would have the resources and power to put this kind of thing together.
Probably a dragon.
Looking for a dragon.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
probably a dragon, guys.
Oh God,
Let's be
I'm gonna
real.
puke.
Well, technically, we're not the one that made the deal with it. Mr. Daniels is, so it doesn't matter. We're good.
On your behalf.
Listen,
We're the
we
loose
didn't
ends.
do a direct deal with the dragon, therefore it's not on us.
That's
We're
not
the
how
loose
that
ends.
works.
What was that? Was that you,
We-
Moon? I couldn't hear that.
We did choose to be equal partners with him. We're not working under Dr. Daniels, remember?
I didn't shake hands with the dragon, and therefore
You even
I
didn't
have
shake
not
claws?
made a deal with him.
You don't know that you didn't shake hands with the dragon. What if Dr. Daniels is the dragon?
I'll guess.
The dragons can turn into humans too, so
I don't
you
think
can't
that he would
ever-
let himself get kidnapped so easily all the time then, if he was a dragon.
Maybe he didn't actually let himself get kidnapped. It was just an elaborate test to see if you were talented enough to do this.
Thinking.
whatever.
Maybe Jackson
Anyway.
knows
Alright.
about him. Jackson, is he a dragon?
No, he's a mage.
Yeah,
Well, I mean,
Cool.
You kind of know, because if you
Yeah.
ascent someone, like you, while they can turn their physical form into dragon, they cannot change their astral form into a human. Rather, they can turn into a human physically, not astrally. If you look at a dragon who's like in human form, his astral form is still a giant fucking dragon.
So Jackson would know.
Yes.
Very much so, he would know.
What if he's in an elevator and you look at his astral form? How
We're
would
moving on.
how would the dragon fit in the elevator?
Because you're in the
There
astral
would
plane.
be a dragon standing there, and the walls would be intersecting the dragon's form.
Correct.
So you would just see like a big blotch of whatever color he
Of
is,
scales.
because you're like inside of him.
I'm glad you're not a mage Gorthrak.
It's not Gortharak, he's Burnout.
Burnout, right?
It's easy to get them confused, though.
'Cause of
They
the same
play
character.
exactly the same.
I mean, if Gorthrak was here, he would have done a lot more things with involving the very hot naked ladies that were here.
True.
True.
This is just
Yeah.
this is
Bur-
Gorthrak of the future.
Yeah,
I love
Burnout so
playing-
cybered up his dick doesn't work anymore.
Burnout only has eyes for heavy metal.
Honestly, I love playing these games so I can be as stupid as possible, while getting
I-
away with it reasonably.
I did the math, all right? Listen, because you made a comment earlier. I did the math, and there are 22 total points of logic in this group, and 68% of those are between Alter and Kdubs. Between Frisky, Fratly, and Acceptable, you guys own 32% of the total logic in this group.
Not very good.
You guys
Approximately 10% each. Alter has almost 50%.
I need a lot
Nerd.
of data processing power. Fuck you guys.
Anyway. So, does sound like any further questions?
Yeah. What kind of security systems do they have?
Well,
Other
expect
than the
cameras, motion sensor cameras and the like. Expect heavy guards, well trained and well paid for.
Metasapient guards? Most likely?
It's likely, yes. They'll likely be shapeshifters.
So we should do some research on metasapients.
How about the neighborhood? What's that like?
It's isolated in the middle of the Amazon rainforest on a mountaintop.
It's on a mountain. Okay.
What's the HTR response? All they have to do is call wild animals, and suddenly the entire jungle springs upon you and murders you.
It's pretty neat.
All
The
right.
HTR in the Amazon is the Amazon.
Well, this sounds like a.
A drone with 7 packages comes up and pummels you with them.
Are you done, Alter?
Guaranteed to be there within 2 days.
Oh, I get it. Amazon.
Check your Prime subs, everyone.
What?
Just making an
I was,
Amazon joke.
She's not
I
wrong.
was selling out for
She's not wrong.
Acceptable, asking people to Prime sub.
Last day of September.
September. All right, so this sounds like a very dangerous and sensitive mission. What are you willing to pay us for this?
Well, let's talk about that, shall we?
Isn't the payment our trip to Amazon?
No.
Do you guys want to help him with his negotiation test?
I'm gonna
Well, not
chloroform
text.
Tex and slowly drag him back down. Shh. And it doesn't work at all because he's a fucking troll.
Yeah, can I roll body for that?
No. It just doesn't work because
Just,
he's a fucking troll.
Just touch his cyber and make it do things. Make it punch himself in the face.
Just make it start
Would you
jerking
like
him
some
off.
help with that, Shinagami?
Yeah,
I rolled 2 dice.
Not you.
Wow.
So what is the
Anyone else?
combination of dice? Is it just charisma?
It's just it's negotiation.
It's a skill,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
even lower.
Where the hell is my negotiation? It's probably
Under
hidden because I
social
don't have any
skills.
points in it. Social skills. Oh, they're all hidden. This is good.
Second last one.
Negotiation.
Are you
3
wearing your
dice.
suit?
Me?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Then you probably shouldn't help.
Okay, I was just checking to see what it was, is all.
I'm wearing my suit. Smile.
Who rolls more than 2 dice in negotiation?
Not me.
Alter rolls 3.
I am more likely to critical glitch, and it's not worth it.
Actually, with
Do
3,
any
you're
of you
pretty
roll
good,
4
actually.
dice?
Honestly, if
Can't
you roll
you-
3, it's decent.
Are you sure?
Yeah, you're likely to get hit, and it's very unlikely for you to glitch.
Okay, would you like me to help? I will try my best.
And Burnout should help too, probably.
But you
So he rolls
saw
2 dice.
Oh, so this isn't etiquette, yeah.
This is etiquette or negotiation?
This is negotiation.
Okay.
Alter, roll me 3 dice.
Yay!
Okay. Well, it wasn't a glitch.
It's something.
No,
so
it's not. It's literally nothing.
it's literally nothing. Go ahead
No.
and roll for me, Frisky.
What he means is that I didn't hinder him, at least.
Stryfe help. It was like, You want to spin the edge there? Reroll 7 dice.
Yeah.
Someday when I have karma to spare, I'll put some points in negotiation and help you for real. I used to have points in it.
Well, I
and
mean,
I
if
restructured.
Acceptable ever replaces other character, that supposedly has very good charisma.
That's true.
All right, after negotiations comes out. Taking a bit of a
Oh.
risk here, obviously, letting you using the adventure and international stuff. So, well, I also acknowledge the risk. You guys finish terms and you agree on 33,000 each.
How about you pay us by giving us this airplane?
I don't
So
think so.
195,000 total payment for you guys, or 165,000 or something. Yeah, 165,000, or 400,000 for the cost of the jet.
Yeah, but it's used.
It's
Oh my
used.
god!
It's off the lot, depreciated
What's
already.
the lot? Yeah.
Are you gonna
Where are you gonna keep
negotiate
the
up
plane?
front?
In his garage, obviously.
Here in my garage.
You're gonna have to spend
Up in the
10K a
Hollywood
month
Hills.
just to have a place for it.
I asked
Hanging
him
out
if
on
he
the
will-
roof.
I asked him if he'll accept that we forego payment and instead take ownership of the jet.
Oh my god.
I was joking. He's not gonna take
Please
that. But
don't do that.
if you want to try? Fuck yeah.
If you want to try an etiquette test or a negotiation test, I won't stop you.
Oh god.
Okay.
And critical glitch. We don't get paid at all.
No, not successful.
Okay.
So
Are-
again,
are you-
you agree to 33,000.
Are you gonna negotiate up front?
Yeah. For this one, 50%.
50%.
It's
But
a very dangerous mission.
we're gonna have the data he needs though.
Well, sure. All right. What about I'll give each 15,000 up front.
That's pretty good.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
But remember this. If you mess this up, you better hope you died.
We'll remember that.
We don't.
All right.
Or-
You never answered me. You can leave tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Sure thing.
Good. We'll see you there at SeaTac. Oh. Feel free to grab a drink on the way out.
Thanks,
Have a
I
boss.
get it. I get another very expensive natural light.
And if you want to stay and party the rest of the night away, your tab's on me, but maybe you should spend it getting ready.
Definitely.
I
All
bow and head out.
So,
Yeah, take a drink with me.
the five of you rather, leave.
I don't want to leave.
Why not?
Boobies.
This is the best club.
You can't even see him though.
Well, you guys can find somewhere else in the club to do negotiations. That's probably a little suspect.
Negotiations? You mean research?
You're planning.
Can't we just chill here for like 2 hours and then go?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Okay.
Is he gonna let us just hang out in the suite?
But we're going to take our break now.
Okay.
All right. So try to be back here in 15 minutes, right? At the 45-minute mark. Sound good?
Sounds good.
See you guys in a bit.
So we all got 15K up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I need to go find the wingsuit in that new book.
Burnout, can you like run a check on the airplane to see if they got like messed with or anything?
Sure.
Okay.
Can totally do that.
Yeah, we gotta kind of soon, so we should probably just get rested up and then do our planning in the plane while we're flying over there. The long flight.
All right. So, am I going to be able to take a drone on this to sneak a drone into the plane? Because we're going through the airport, right?
Well, it's like
It's
a private hangar.
Titus,
Yeah.
I see you trying to talk, but we can't hear you.
I
Or at
wasn't
least
saying
you have
anything.
little things going on.
So, because it's a private plane at probably a private hangar, I can get my drones there easily.
Yep.
That's the theory, yeah.
How do you move your drones when they're not on? Do they just move themselves?
I can
No,
like
we-
control them.
Oh.
They also have autopilots.
He usually loads them up in the van and then just turns them on and gets them off and all that.
Yeah, like if I get out of the car and start shooting right away, I'll send like a message to them to get out and shoot at whatever as well, or I'll just control them myself.
Fuck you.
Well,
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Fuck
you're
you,
gonna-
McCree.
you're going to the fuck. What was the question?
Would it be easy to get my drones on the plane, or do we have to go through like security at the airport?
You go on a private plane. You don't really have to. Like normally you have to, but not this time, because you aren't doing things that are exactly. You know what I'm saying?
He's set up a window that we can get through without being bothered by security. Right? Smile?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
boy, that's some chunk. Oh Lord, he coming.
What chunk?
Oh,
I posted a meme in town.
I've seen that fat cat picture so many times. And like not even on the internet either.
Dude, where did
That
Chunk
is
come
from the from Science Diet. That's from the Science Diet cat food bags. Usually the vet brand.
Where did Chunk come from, though?
He's a chonker.
Who said Chunk first?
I
Probably.
did.
Hefty Chunk looks like one of my cats. Hefe is.
He's a chonky boy.
Was one of your cats that fat?
Meow is almost that bad.
Your cat's name is Meow.
He was a stray. I didn't know what his real name was, and he didn't respond to anything, so I named him Meow.
That's a good name.
There's
also-
a logic there.
He also goes meow, as Titus can tell you.
Maybe.
Remember? He used to go meow, meow, meow.
I mean, vaguely, but it's been like 2 years.
I miss Meow. I want him back, but I can't have any more animals in my apartment.
Oh, how
Just
would he
get a
come?
house for him.
Just buy a house. So yeah, Alter, you're gonna come to D&D on Fridays now, right? Because your Friday's off.
Maybe. Are you always going to do it on Friday?
No, it might be. That's a good point. It might be tomorrow, Monkus. I need to check if I'm doing something on Friday.
I might be able to make Fridays more often now too.
Okay.
Possibly.
Because if you do it on Friday, then yes. But if you do it other days, then maybe not, unless it's Saturday.
Maybe we could do Saturday. Anyway.
Alright, Titus, I want to get this wingsuit, but I'm 20 kilograms too heavy for it.
Chop off an arm.
Gym montage.
A hefty chalk.
Can I pay like double the price and get a custom fit one? They're 75 new yen.
Instead of flying squirrel, it's flying chonk.
No, I'm Bat Troll, remember?
You'll get along with my pet just fine then.
You know what? Sure, why not?
It's only 20 kilograms. I'll probably be fine.
So you're gonna jump out of the plane then?
Maybe.
Okay.
I have the option to at least.
Oh, I understand because Burnout's driving. I was also like wingsuit.
Hey, I'm a good driver, and
We've
I
never
will have
seen you
know
fly
I'm
a
also
plane.
good pilot.
Never seen you fly a plane.
Yeah.
I am as good of a pilot as I am a driver.
How
What's
do
your-
we know that? We don't.
I am telling you that.
What's your aerospace piloting skill?
Show me your license.
Aerospace is -1. But
But
this
this
isn't
is not
aerospace.
aerospace.
Yeah, we're not going into space.
That's what you think?
Monkus.
My aircraft is 4.
That's what you think.
Space.
Okay.
Elon Musk.
Is no longer the chairman of his own
chairman,
company.
Forehead. This is how
Nope.
This is how he becomes the Green Goblin. He gets ousted. I built this company.
But
True.
isn't he still
He's still CEO, yeah.
of SpaceX?
Isn't this basically because he like made a joke tweet?
He
Like
he made a
tweeted
weed
that
joke about private shares.
And he's like, "Hey, Lamau, when Tesla stock gets to 420, I'm going to take it private." And then like a bunch of investors like didn't know what a joke was and got freaked out, and they kicked him out because he was like made the company like unstable for investors.
He was
Like,
he
oh,
was legit thinking about taking it private though, and like
Yeah.
at the time
Yeah.
there was definitely benefits for taking it private for him. So they just
But now
didn't
the
like that.
SEC is suing him, so that's not good.
Brenna, do you need a co-pilot?
I mean, you can come sit up next to me if you want, buddy.
Yeah.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, just don't touch anything, Smile.
Yep.
Oi, mate, what's this big red button do? Eject pilot button, by the way.
No, airplanes are easy nowadays. They've got autopilots on them.
I am
okay,
the
I
autopilot.
found out why my internet
Jump
is.
into it.
I found out why my internet's messing up. Because my sister is a terrible human being
Okay.
and is downloading Overwatch.
The irony. The irony.
Why not Fortnite? I thought Fortnite was the thing for little kids these days.
What is your sister, man?
I actually played Overwatch the other day.
I play Overwatch all the time still.
Yeah, but you are a communist.
Even Fortnite would be more understandable than fucking Overwatch.
I enjoy playing Overwatch
I don't.
still.
I don't think
It's
so.
fun.
Where
I
did
don't,
you're a
she get
communist?
Fortnite
Where
is
did
never
she get
acceptable.
$60?
Fortnite is never acceptable.
Who gave her money?
It's like
She
$12
has a
on Humble
job?
Bundle.
I know, I'm just kidding.
I should probably read up on the rules of flying.
It's basically the same as driving.
It made me throw up my food.
What kind of food you got?
Pasta.
What kind of pasta?
It's mac and cheese, but there's not enough cheese to call it mac
You
and
call
cheese.
mac and cheese pasta? Excuse me?
There's not enough cheese, and it's not real cheese. So I would just get shit from everyone if I called it mac and cheese. I'm circumventing it.
But now you're getting
Good.
shit for calling it pasta.
Have you thought about,
So-
I don't know, lying?
Have I thought about what?
Nothing.
Lying,
Lying?
telling a fib, fabricating.
Ultra's a good
Tell me
Christian girl who
lies,
doesn't
tell me
lie.
sweet
I am
little lies.
legitimately eating pasta. It is not even shells or macaroni. It is spirals with cheese sauce, but not enough cheese sauce.
Actually, sounds really good.
What is optimum speed, Titus?
Where do you see this?
On page 177 of Rigor, all of the specific vehicle actions have optimum speeds next to their range.
Oh, right.
178 for the aircraft.
Yeah. The absolute value of the difference between your speed and the optimal speed is added as the threshold.
Okay.
Do you know what that means? Do you know what I mean when I say absolute value?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Get rid of this thunderstorm now. Neat. So, what's your guys' plan?
To enter the plane.
Okay, I think we're gonna do our playing like on
All right,
the-
you all go home and take a nap.
Can we do
Sleep
some
off your
research
alcohol.
first before we go to the plane? Maybe do some matrix searches and see what we can find out about this place and this guy and
That would
what
be
he's got.
intelligent.
I
Can we
said
not
we
do
were
it
gonna
on the
do it
plane?
on the plane
Well, I mean, we got time now, so why don't we do it now?
because we need to sleep.
You can sleep on the plane.
Hmm.
True.
He can't.
Sure you can. Autopilot's a thing.
Monk ass.
Okay, we've got our wingsuits.
I mean, you might
Oh.
want to invest in some long haul.
I have some. You want some long haul?
Sure. I'll take 2 of them, please. 1 for here and 1 for the way back.
Research points: shapeshifters, Amazonia,
This guy specifically,
metasapiens in general,
and this guy specifically.
and Ernangara.
Maybe the location, like the state of the region that his house is in. A general idea of what we're going
big is-
into.
Oh, yeah,
It's easy. Gara is the Kazekage.
true.
Weeb.
Is it like a country, like, or is it like a, I don't know, like a large island that has been? Oh, we're a country. But
Amazonia.
It's
actually
Brazil.
Like a,
We're going to
oh,
Brazil.
it is? Oh,
It's more than just Brazil, but sure.
It's South America. Like
It's-
like most of South America, right?
Not really.
No.
It's the
part of-
Amazon.
Look, how about you guys make a matrix search test and then I'll fucking tell you.
Okay.
Or you can just look it up on Google.
that feeling you
That's
skip
what a
geology
matrix
class.
search is.
That's meta, Dan's game. Alright, so Amazonia. It is a nation that takes up most of there's formerly Brazil, Venezuela, French Guiana, whatever you call it, Suriname.
Guyana.
Yeah, that. Like basically like Colombia, Venezuela, Brazil, everything east of there. Chile, Argentina, these 2 exist. It is run basically takes up most of the Amazon rainforest, and is run by a feathered serpent, a great dragon.
What's the name of the great dragon?
Hualpa, I think.
Is it a she?
Nope.
Man. Okay.
Is
Never
it like
heard
the
of
only known feathered dragon?
No.
Oh.
Hualpa.
There's the 3 different kinds of dragons, right?
There's like 4, but
4.
yeah. Eastern drakes, western drakes, feathered serpents, and sea dragons.
Sea dragons, right?
Leviathans.
So basically, it is a place where, in theory, man has been to live there. You're supposed to live like within the environment. No more ecological destruction. If you live in Amazonia, you're supposed to live like as in nature, and so much as sustaining the environment. No overpopulation, these kind of things.
Hippie land.
Basically, yeah. In theory, it works.
This is where all the tree huggers went.
But the guy that we're going to, he like lives in a compound, right? Like a
Yes.
secure facility.
Do I have
He
to
lives
do
in
a
the mountains of
separate-
Amazonia.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't live there. He has a vacation home there.
Do I have to do a separate search for him?
No, he is. This guy is. I forget his name.
Ernan Gara.
Yeah, Gara is a high-ranking member of DISA, the Department of Intelligence and Security of Amazonia, a almost entirely metasapient group. Shapeshifters. They're animals that can turn to humans. They have powerful regeneration abilities.
Like they get their health back.
Uh-huh.
So we can totally
You
cut
said
off
he
his
was a-
hand and it'll just grow it back.
That's not...
You said he was a jaguar?
Yes.
Okay.
How do we knock him out? Would they have like? They can get knocked out, right? It's normal.
We don't have to knock him out.
Well, I mean, he said don't kill anybody.
You can
Can
do
he
like what is it,
regenerate stun
suggest
damage?
mind or something.
Shapeshifters are dual-natured. They have regeneration, but are allergic to and are vulnerable to silver and silver bullets.
Oh.
But we don't want to hurt him.
Like, how allergic are they? Like, if they touch silver, they die?
Severe allergies, so they will take damage and potentially go into anaphylactic shock.
Can regeneration work on stun damage?
Yes, I believe so.
If they are unconscious, like they go into overflow, can they regen out of that and become conscious?
I'm double checking that. Damage to the brain or spinal cord cannot be healed with regeneration. Magical damage from weapon foci, combat spells, or critter or adept powers also cannot be healed. Drain cannot be healed with regeneration. If the critter is damaged or something has an allergy to, it can heal that damage, but it can't as long as it's in contact with that allergen. So, you're going to need to use silver bullets to keep them down.
Or we can like strap like silver onto him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he can't regenerate. Is that right? Like if he's as long as he's touching silver, he can't regenerate.
Basically, yeah.
So we can get like silver manacles or some shit, or just put like a silver necklace on him and tie him up.
I mean, it's probably not going to take that long that we need to tie him up or, stop him from regenerating.
Doesn't Jackson also have a mind control thing?
It's like influence.
I have control thoughts.
Does that work on them? Metasapiens?
So he can just do that with Agara, I think, after we subdue the guards.
If it works. I don't know.
Or we knock him out and drag him over to the sensor real quick.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to have to, like, restrain him for any period of time. We just get him over there, get in, get out. Like, he's not going to regenerate fast enough for us to worry about it, I don't think.
It might be a good idea to keep some silver
You regenerate
on
pretty
us.
quickly.
I mean, if we tie him up and just stick like a silver ring or a silver necklace on him, then we'll be fine.
The issue with that is that, again, they are severely allergic to silver.
Make him
And
shocked.
and a severe allergy means that the character receives a -6 dice will modify anything they do. The character is considered to be in excruciating agony. They suffer 1 box of unresisted physical damage for every 30 seconds that they are exposed to this allergen.
Oh.
If he regens, I'll just knock him out again.
Is there's no like that shot that they give you to make you better when you're in anaphylactic shock?
No, because it's magic.
Oh,
Finish on? Or is it innocent?
But regeneration, so what it works is at the end of each combat turn, so every 3 seconds, if they've taken any damage, they make a magic plus body test, and they add the number of hits on that test to their body score, and that's how many boxes they heal.
Is
So
there
if
any
there's, like,
drugs that, like, do it?
I don't think so.
so we couldn't use that narco jet and knock him out that way?
So, for example, if Fratly knocks someone out with magic, they're unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Frisky, you never got that weapon focus, did you?
I don't have
So-
karma.
Oh
Can't do
wait,
that.
so Jackson could stun bolt him, and then he wouldn't be able to regenerate that because it's magic.
Yes.
So we just gotta knock him down enough for a stun bolt to be enough to hit him out. Or does all the damage have to be a stun bolt?
He can heal any damage that isn't the magic damage.
Oh, so we need Jackson to stun bolt him a lot.
Alternatively, I can just repeatedly shockhand him while he's unconscious. He wakes
true.
up, and then I shockhand him again, and then he goes back to sleep.
He doesn't have to be unconscious. He just has to be restrained.
Alternatively, you could use like intimidation to make him do what you want or something.
That's true. I'm also good at that.
But you would have to speak his language.
Jaguar.
They speak Portuguese, don't they?
You do.
Well, I don't. I mean, somebody else could tell him what to do, and I could just intimidate him. I don't. The intimidator doesn't have to speak his language.
Yeah,
You could get a translate thing.
we have a few
software.
options. So we can go down from I can try to control his thoughts to make him to control his movements and actions and what he wants to do. That doesn't work, which is a chance. We stun the fuck out of him with stuff that he can't do, and then wake him up when we need him, or we just restrain him so that way he's conscious and doing what he needs for us.
Or text just
Or we
scares
can
the
do
shit
it-
out of him.
Yeah, or we can intimidate him and just say, "Fucking do this."
How much are one of those things that translate language for you?
A language soft.
Is there like a tongue spell in this?
There's a translate spell. I need to see if it's like words or language. 1 second.
Language softs are cheap.
So how much are silver bullets?
Silver bullets.
And would they be able to get them quick enough before we left?
What happened to my? Okay, I
Yes,
guess I closed it
translate
somehow.
would affect speech, so I could do that, but
You don't have that spell, so you'd have
Don't
to.
have I would have-
It is 250 million per 10.
What's the availability? Can I get them quick?
12.
Probably not.
And you might.
Well, I'd
Wanna
like
see
to
if,
try just to get one back.
Yeah. Kiowa has some silver bullets
Nice. I will take just 10.
for your pistol.
Yep. Just for
Uh,
they're just gonna be for
the-
intimidation
the,
purpose.
Increase the AP by +2 because it's softer metal. So your AP is 0 on your pistols when you use them. Make sense?
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Do I
No
have
damage
to go
gone.
with- Do I have to go
What?
with gel rounds, or do you think regular ammo's okay?
I
I
mean,
want to
gel rounds.
buy. I want to buy more gel rounds.
alright, Alter.
I'll get 100.
Okay.
I only had 30 before.
If you want 100,
Yep.
you can have 100. 100 gel rounds would be 250 million.
Yep.
Can I get the same for my AK-97?
Yep.
250.
100 is 250. I'll get another
Gel
100.
rounds, yes. The 100 gel rounds or 10 silver bullets.
Wait, what about the other ones that aren't lethal?
Stick and shock.
Is that the only other option?
You could get like
They
a
introduced
dart
some new
injector
bullet
gun.
types in kill code that they're all fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't
The gray
wanna
goo
fucking
shit.
do matrix box damage.
You can
to
shoot
something.
matrix damage at people.
I have matrix. I
doesn't
can
make
just
sense.
data spike for free.
But
But-
like Burnout could get it and then shoot bullets at people that don't do any damage. It would break their shit.
Wow.
But no, there's you can get like a thing that shoots like an injection dart and then like inject narco jet at them from a distance, something like that.
Oh, there's also the pep gun.
Yeah, there's a lot of new like
Can I buy
narco
a
jet
pep gun?
stuff.
That thing is so fucking evil,
What is a pep
What does
gun?
but it's
do?
non-lethal. It shoots energy that creates plasma on contact, and then it shoots like shoots laser like laser pulses, and on contact it creates the plasma, and then further contact explodes on the surface of the plasma, like it creates explosions within it. So it's non-lethal, but it like severely fucks you up.
No
Like it like
maiming.
pretty much melts your skin and
No maiming.
explodes you.
Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time trying to tell Tex and Burnout not to kill everything.
I got my stick and shock.
What is the DV mod for gel rounds? For
Uh,
said it was plus 2?
It turns damage into stun and increases AP by +1.
Oh,
Titus, how many silver bullets can I buy? I want as many as I can get.
Okay.
5,000. Give him all your money.
Entire warehouse.
Aren't
Kiowa
silver
has 70
bullets-
silver bullets.
I'll buy them all.
All right, that would be 1,750 million.
Aren't silver bullets gonna kill them though?
I'll shoot him in the leg.
No, they're gonna go into shock.
If they touch it, they take
Physical damage,
physical
Unless
damage.
you
which
guys
will eventually kill
like
them.
dig the bullets out of them.
They'll eventually
I
die.
was literally only getting silver bullets to scare them.
Alright.
I was not planning on actually shooting them with the silver bullets.
They will
Well, if
actually
it's
kill them
stun
if we're shooting with
now, if you shoot them like in the armor into stun damage, then it's I guess it's technically no, not really because it's still allergic and still touching them. Whatever. Yeah.
I don't want to buy them then. Can I buy
Okay.
like 10? I'll get 10.
250.
I'll have the intimidation as well.
You could always just put them up against their skin and be like, look at this. I'm gonna get you. But don't shoot them with it or else we're gonna have to fucking operate. We're
No,
gonna be playing
you're
operation.
gonna have to operate.
Yeah, I know. Their nose is gonna light up when I touch their spleen by accident.
Bah!
So the only thing that gel rounds do essentially is AP +1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Monk Omega, did somebody just shoot a gun?
I just slammed my door, but I couldn't reach it, so I kept it with my foot.
Oh, you're just angry at your sister.
No, just the door is open. Doesn't
No,
want it to be open.
I'm giving you motivation. This is why you slammed the door.
So
What's my
stick and
motivation?
shock does -2 damage,
But
So
minus
it turns
5
into
AP.
electricity damage.
but it's got -5 AP, which is good.
Mhm.
But the minus damage is bad.
Yep. On average, it's
the-
about the same.
But the not killing people is good. No killing people.
And electrical damage is probably, and electricity is probably the best damage type in the game.
Yeah, it fucks with drones and stuff.
I'm gonna use my
mean,
shock gloves.
If a person takes electricity damage, they take a -1 dice roll into all actions and lose 5 initiative.
Oh. Is there
My
any
shock
stick and shock
gloves?
rounds available?
No, sure, as many as you want.
I would like to buy some.
How many?
100?
What is this?
That
This
would be
is Shadowrun.
800
It's a
million.
tabletop game
Done.
set in the year 2075
Why can't I find the taser ammo?
and around that time period.
Taser dart.
Wait, can I get the same ammo that Burnout just got?
Sure. Stick and shock.
Stick and shock.
And
Okay.
when we buy ammo, we have to like choose what type of gun it's for, right?
Yarp.
Can I get 100 taser darts too for 500 million?
Do you have a taser?
Yeah, I have 2 tasers.
How many darts do you want?
No, I have 1 taser. I don't know, 100 just because I only have like 6 right now.
Okay, 100 taser darts that you'll never use. 500 million.
Do you need to buy
Yeah.
darts?
Well, how many
for
should I get
guns?
then?
Tasers take ammo.
I thought that they just worked.
What do you mean?
No.
Oh, I should
No,
probably
you
buy
need
some of those
you
too
need the
then.
packs to shoot at people. All right, fine. I'll just get 10 then.
Unless you get
I mean,
those
you can get
little
100, that's
those little
fine.
like handheld ones.
Like that's a stun. That's like a stun.
Yeah, little, like, stun
a
gun.
stun stick or stun
Yeah.
grenade.
Okay, so I have the hold on.
No, I only bought 10.
Okay, it's 80 million or 50 million. It is the only legal type of ammo in the game. Smile.
So I've got the Defiance EX Shocker
Yarp.
on one of my drones in my arm.
Mhm.
So that takes ammo.
If you have the Defiance, right?
Yeah.
If you want to actually shoot it at someone, yes. If you use it in melee, then it's not. I don't think.
Okay. Then I won't bother with ammo because it's pretty much just for melee.
But hitting someone with it informs you of their health and condition monitors. Smile.
Neat.
Okay, now it's time to do some actual hacking and see if I can find the layout of this place.
Hacker man.
He gave you the layout, didn't he?
Yeah, he gave us the schematics.
Did he?
Yep.
Did he?
Did he though?
Titus?
Trust him though?
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
Yes, he's like, here are the plans. I'll send them to you. I will send them to you so you can make your own plans.
I don't remember that.
Same.
I do. So I remember.
What the fuck?
This place is tiny.
Alright then.
I thought he was
Where's
like a baller.
Where's the statue? In the gallery, probably.
Yeah, so don't forget we do also have to get the figurine and then the actual run.
Where's the cameras?
Doesn't have it on the schematics.
Didn't do a very good job of giving us schematics then, no, did he?
Just look him up. You do your own search.
It's probably
Can you
not gonna
hack
have
the cameras
on it.
and look for the figurine?
Only if we're near the place, I would assume. Also, oh god, what's the Matrix coverage gonna be like in this place? I'm gonna be pretty miserable, probably.
So I am bringing my roto drone. Because the Doberman probably won't do so well in a jungle.
The server's in the basement, right?
Yeah, I think that's what it said.
There's a persistent noise rating of 5.
That's no good.
Good thing Technomancy doesn't have noise, Smile.
True, you don't have to hide anywhere. You can let your true technomancer shine now. Never do real hacking.
That's not how it works.
Isn't it though?
No.
Isn't it?
No.
Ah,
Titus,
okay.
is my noise reduction the number of programs plus the noise reduction equals my device rating, or is it firewall?
Neither, I think.
I'm looking.
Yes. The sharing rating plus your noise reduction is equal to your device rating.
Okay, cool.
So what is your
So-
device rating?
5.
So if you ran no programs, you're going to remove all the noise.
No. No. I'm gonna run 2 programs.
So then you can reduce 3 noise.
Oh, but then I have a whole bunch of other programs that I don't even know what the fuck they do. One of them does something with noise. I'll look through and figure it out. Okay, so I can run Signal Scrub as a program, and I get 2 noise reduction from that. So basically, it gives me +1 noise reduction.
Okay.
Should we worry about cams even? Are we just gonna go on with gas mask anyways and pew pew?
We should probably get a scope of the place before we go in first.
Yeah, because this. Wondering if this run might be more of the type, or we just take over the house and then do the shit that we need rather than find the things that we need beforehand and do it as quickly as possible. I don't know.
I don't have any way to reduce the noise.
Don't you have resonance channel?
Reduces noise due to distance.
Oh. Yeah.
For the resubs guy. You've showed up just in time for the action. After some planning, of course. Yeah, guys yelling at me to tell you her resub joke.
What if I don't want to hear it?
Well, I guess you have to take that up with her.
I want
Oh.
to hear it.
Oh. Frisky wants to hear it then. Alright, what kind of cats like to go bowling? Alley cats.
Alley cats.
Yeah, you got it.
I liked it.
That's a very clean joke too. There's been a lot of lewd jokes in this channel lately. My Christian Twitch stream.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you go to Dante's Inferno.
It's true. Changes a man.
So everybody's got stun things, so we have a way to deal with the baddies, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
We know where the plane is. We're gonna get on the plane.
I mean,
And
we don't really
then-
have a plan.
But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We're ironing out the things that we do know. We have stun. We have the plane. Way to get there.
We have stuff prepped that we need to prep before we leave.
What's it gonna be like for you finding a place to land a burnout?
Good question.
Can we pay off like a small airport and be like, hey, we're gonna park here. And then we take,
It's
like,
a
rented
VTOL. We
Jeep
can
up
land like right next to the
How
house.
Is there enough? How much or fuel is there to leave it hovering somewhere? Is there enough to leave it hovering for like a certain amount of time?
I mean, it depends how fast you guys get in and out.
I have an idea. How
Yes.
about we look up geographical shit for the area and find a nice flat spot to land?
That's a good idea. And we can like parachute down or like rappel down to the roof, and then I'll send the plane to land somewhere else.
I think they would notice us flying overhead, directly overhead.
Yeah.
Close
It's
enough to
not a
rappel
quiet
down.
plane.
I was thinking we land someplace away and walk up to the place, do our reconnaissance on the place, and then go in. Not, land a plane on their roof.
Or
We don't have to land it. We can rappel off of it.
I don't.
You don't want to drop from a plane?
No, I
That's so
don't want to
fucking
drop
sick.
from a plane.
I jump out of
because-
the plane in a wingsuit, parachute my way down while you guys land, and then you guys can come in the front door while a troll lands on the roof.
Can you just
I
land on a
don't
roof
want
and wingsuit?
people landing
Or do you
on the
need, like, a
roof
rope?
until we know what we're dealing with inside.
Okay, Tex, but what happens when they start shooting at you when you drop down?
I shoot back.
Strife's got a good point though.
The same thing that always happens when people shoot at me. They die.
Maybe they don't have a way to defend air attacks.
If we
They
wait
have
and look at the place before we do any landing or whatever, like, land away and then walk up and surveil the place, I can figure out where the cameras are, and Jackson can figure out if there's a mana barrier or if he can sense any mages or any of that shit.
Yeah.
And then if you decide that you want to land on the roof, we can go back to the plane and do that. But let's at least get up to the place quietly first and see what we're dealing with. So do I need to do a matrix search to find geographical data of the area?
Sure. Oh. All right, so you see some places that might be suitable landing spots for the VTOL. The plane's not very big; you don't need a whole lot of room for it. However, you have to think about you think about, like, if you park too close, they'll hear you coming, right?
Right.
If you park too far away, whatever radar or detection you have tripped will have a lot of time to get at you, and the time it take you to walk there and walk back. You know what I'm saying? So you need to find a good medium, or if you want to, like, land on their front door, like, there is a large drive and some tarmac area surrounding this place. So, like, if you wanted to be bold, you could just land literally, like, on their front lawn, go inside, get it, and leave.
Why don't we land on the roof? There's probably a helipad up there.
I mean,
There's not, and you don't think the structure is probably stable for that.
No.
like, you could hack in remotely. Also, Jackson could astrally project and see what's going on over there before we even land. We don't necessarily have to take the time to be there right next to it. Check it out.
Can we get close enough without tripping their, like, I guess we don't get close enough without tripping their shit, but whatever.
Because, I mean, Jackson could go check the place out right now. There's not too strong of a mana barrier.
It's really far away.
Yeah, and you can get there in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, but I've never tried it before. I don't know if it would be a good idea.
How long would it take him to get there, Titus? In his astral
All
form?
types of shit that could exist between me and... Like, if I move too fast, thing with astral projection, if I move too fast, if I want to do that quick speed, or the speed of thought, rather, I have to not see where I'm going, basically. I just think about moving, which means that if there's something in front of me that I don't see, I'm just going to hit it.
But you're
So
going to
if
be
there's,
like
a
going
random
over the
mana
ocean.
barrier- True. I don't know, maybe there's some fucking, like, base over there that's... You never know.
As technology is set up
Closer
a
the better.
barrier into space, it just slams
And so
them.
what happens? So what happens if you run into something and you don't realize? Do you take damage?
It would be an intersection, yeah. So it's...
Yeah.
Do you take
It would-
damage?
It could potentially kill him.
Maybe you should get good at your magey stuff.
How about go
Just
fuck
get
yourself,
him
Tex?
for it.
See, you need to imagine himself at a place and he's a second, spins from location, some continents, getting around the globe. It would probably take him about an hour to get to this place. At this speed, however, you have no time to perceive the environment. Things you pass are a blur. Think warp speed from movies. Astral barrier blocks astral travel, and you might run into one before you realize that it's in your way.
Yeah, I would be... If I ran into something and it was too strong and I couldn't get through it just from the speed that I was going, I would be disrupted.
Can't you just like go up really high and go over everything?
So, you make an opposed magic plus charisma versus the barrier's force times 2. His stun condition monitor would be full. So he'd be floating, his spirit would be floating helpless in astral space for an hour until he could recover.
Also, it really fucking hurt.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do it.
I have a question. Do we know... Excuse me. Do we know how far their radar range is going to be?
I
Or like, do we know a distance that we think would be a safe like thing to like kind of just hover around, so we can do the scans as close as we can get without tripping their radar?
Yeah, that's a good idea. If we can like figure out what kind of gear they got set up to their network.
Or just what kind of gear in general
Yeah.
is available.
I don't
And
know if
the
I can.
capabilities of the popular gear.
I don't know if I can figure out what kind of radar they're using though.
It's kind of hard to say. You'd be dealing with the Amazonian military here, so they probably have pretty good radar coverage.
This guy's military?
What?
This guy's military? I thought he was like environmental something or other.
He's the intelligence agency.
Their whole country is environmental. Of course, the government's environmental too.
But like what I'm saying is like you were flying an unidentified aircraft into their airspace. That is a military matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I was trying to ask if we knew what the range on the good radar would be.
Like this guy's radar or like all the radar?
Just in general.
I mean,
a
you
good
should be
radar,
careful as soon as you enter their airspace.
Which is how close?
Their nation.
Flying over the country.
I think
If you're
Alter's
in their
asking
borders-
about the actual house, like, because whether the house is going to detect us, because it's getting past into the country and then getting to the spot of the house. Because
Like Burnout needs to fly the plane low to the ground to avoid radar.
Did you show us a map of Amazonia?
Caleb's posted one in chat.
Oh. Where in the country is his place?
About an hour or so northwest of the metropole, which is that dark green blob. So in the mountains west of there.
Is that just like a huge sprawl?
The metropole is it's basically Rio de Janeiro and San Paulo basically grew together into one giant city.
And their airspace starts at sea or at the borderline of the country?
Like both. I mean, like if you're near their coastline, it probably counts. But like, yeah, as soon as you enter their airspace, you worry about getting detected.
We probably just fly around in the Atlantic Ocean until we get down close.
You know what you got to do? What the plan is? Cover the airplane in cardboard, so the cardboard absorbs the radar, so it doesn't bounce back to their radar detectors, so they can't see us.
How are you going to keep the cardboard on the plane going so fast?
With tape.
Duct tape.
Alter just goes,
But if he flies low enough, he avoids their radar, right?
Yeah, basically because they won't be able to ever see that or like, a mountain or anything.
But they will hear the plane at a certain distance.
So I gotta be fast.
Gotta go fast.
Alright, so we're gonna go and just land on their driveway and then just fuck shit up.
Okay,
That's
but
fine.
when you're close, let me and Jackson know so we can take a quick moment to look around.
Mm-hmm.
It probably won't take us more than like a couple minutes.
And let me know when to wingsuit under the roof.
I was gonna say, why don't like some of us drop down onto the roof while the others go and land on the driveway, so then when the guards come out and shoot at us and like we're shooting back at them, you can shoot them from the roof and they won't know.
What if there's
there'll be
guards
a
on the roof?
Sneak attack. Take them out then. There'll be like what, 1 or 2 guards on the roof.
So what you're saying is Shinagami and Tex are landing on the roof.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then the 3 of us will land on the driveway and shoot out.
And
shoot out
hide behind the
guards.
drone and pray for our life.
The plane. thank
Shinagami,
you,
how's your body in freefall?
not the drone.
Well, we're gonna be walking towards them, and the drone is going to be the only thing in between us, so...
You don't have to walk
You
towards
guys
them,
have
they'll
guns
come
and
out to us.
magic and shit, you'll be fine.
Oh, you're just gonna aim the jet at them and shoot? Does it
Yeah.
have guns?
Can we do that? Does Jet have guns?
No.
Okay, what you do
Can
is
we
you
attach
point.
guns
No,
to
no,
it?
you point the thrusters because
No!
it's a VTOL, so the thrusters have to shift so you can land horizontally.
Oh my god.
So you point the jets
Point
at
the
them.
thrusters at
Yeah.
the guns. That's
You guys are
brilliant.
just fly over them and melt them with your thrusters. Forehead.
Okay, let's go. Everybody in the plane.
So are we landing further away to do a stealthy mission, or are we literally going guns blazing, drop down? So we should just all drop on the roof if that's the case.
What's the? I guess he could tell the plane to go land by itself on the driveway. Except that we don't have wingsuits.
We could just repel.
You can buy wingsuits. They're like 75 million.
It's not like-
Or I could levitate us down.
Yeah, but
yeah,
if
that's
we were,
cool. Let's do that.
I was gonna say if we repel, I have 1 strength.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, do we need skills and stuff?
Yeah,
for all
you
that?
need body and free fall for the wingsuit.
So unless
So
somebody can like levitate me down, yeah, I'm not climbing down any ropes.
I mean, you don't need strength to go down.
I have
I'm
2 dice
afraid
for
that
free
there
fall.
is something involved in rappelling down a rope that involves body strength, some sort of physical aspect that I do not
No.
have enough dice to do.
no, it's just like if you have rappel gear on, if you have climbing gear on, you're rappelling, you can just descend by 30 meters every turn.
And then
Do
if you
we
have
have
free
climbing
fall,
gear?
If you're free fall, you can go faster.
yeah.
Do we have climbing gear?
I have climbing gear. I don't know if you have climbing gear.
Let's
do not
buy
have
some
climbing
repelling
gear.
gear. Let's do that.
Wouldn't they just have like that and like parachutes on the actual plane?
No?
Well, the plane probably has like parachutes, but probably not like repelling gear.
It's not like a military prop plane.
Just buy a grapple gun, forehead.
How much is repel gear?
Climbing gear is 200 million. Repelling gloves are 15. What do repelling gloves do? Plus two dice bonus on test to hold your grip on the line.
Oh great. There are things that can go terribly wrong.
Of course there are.
It's
I'm-
Shadowrun. There's always things that can go terribly wrong.
Breaking and entering gear, forehead. Mini welder, monofilament chains. Where the fuck is climbing gear?
Page 449.
No, I'm looking in Hero Labs.
It's under survival gear.
I found it! Climbing gear. Add and close. Alright, I got it. I'm in.
Hackerman's I'm in.
So we can like take fall damage by repelling if we don't have successful tests.
Really?
134. There's a section about the mechanics of repelling.
Why'd you say anything? Even the GM didn't know. And you just had to
Probably would have turned to it while we were doing it, and then
fuck
would've
this
been
in the ass.
fucked up.
There's like a good amount of rules about it, like how it works. It's kind of confusing actually.
Does it involve strength?
Yes, free fall plus body.
Great. I'm selling this climbing gear.
Stryfe, is there any more information you can get about?
Oh,
the
it's true.
compound
Free fall
before
plus
we
body
take off?
threshold 2 test.
I don't want the climbing gear.
Can I just like tandem jump with Stryfe and just like strap her my back like usual?
Him. Strap him.
Yeah.
So
The lanky bastard.
Tex and Shinigami lands on the roof.
I
We
can't
land
do
on the
that.
driveway.
Cover your descent.
I can't do the wingsuit.
You can't?
No.
Can you repel?
I guess.
What's your body?
4.
Do you have free fall?
No.
So Tex lands on the roof. We all land on the driveway and shoot at the guards that come out, and then Tex shoots from the roof at the guards. Yeah?
I don't want this really expensive plane next to bullets, especially if we're renting it.
He's gonna tell the plane to land elsewhere.
After the
Well,
you guys like jump out.
We're gonna be in it, never mind.
First. We're gonna get out of the plane, then the plane's gonna take off again and go land
Yeah,
elsewhere.
and I'll cover your descent. They'll be more distracted by the big troll with guns than the plane, probably.
Probably.
Probably not. They're gonna be focused on a fucking VTOL jet landing in their driveway.
Not after the
Fucking
troll in their
shit.
face. You can't ignore a troll in your face. I'm sorry.
Probably a pretty hard threshold test.
To ignore the troll.
So just let us know when you get close so we can do the thing.
Do the thing.
I tape as much cardboard as I can to the bottom of the plane.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm sure that's going to work.
It
Just
falls off
remember-
immediately.
Remember to fly low once you get in the country,
This
okay?
isn't your plane.
I don't think they'll mind if I tape some
You're
cardboard.
gonna like peel the paint off with the tape.
Then that's shitty quality paint. And that's their fault, not mine.
Well, I don't know if the Johnson's gonna look at it like that. Also, did you ever check out the plane to make sure it was all up to shape?
We're not even at the airport yet.
Are we not?
We're still planning.
Stryfe
We're
was
planning.
Stryfe was ushering us onto the plane at one point.
Yeah, and then he's like, it's like, fine, I guess we can do a search. Oh, hey, by the way, you need civil bullets. You're like, oh.
So
I say we find a place near it. We just land it, camouflage the plane so we don't get anybody shooting at it, and then walk there.
Camouflage the plane.
Just
Throw
throw
some-
some
It's
branches
really
on it.
weird using our feet to go somewhere, and it's not as cool.
there was an issue with that, wasn't there? Like, we talked about that already.
I mean, like,
Time.
It's,
at a certain point, flying a unregistered, unidentified aircraft through a populated country is going to get noticed. And if you guys like take too long walking to and from the plane, it could get discovered. I'm just saying.
And then we'll have the military coming after us.
And we also have to walk through the jungle with who knows what the fuck's in there.
Yes.
And if they chase us on the way back, they'll catch us before we can run back to the
I still think that sounds better than dropping out of
Because
plane.
We're
Only
not
one
dropping
person
ours.
is dropping out
okay,
now.
okay, they're metasapiens, right? They're jaguars. So we would be getting chased through the jungle by jaguars back to our plane.
Yeah.
I don't think we're gonna beat them through the jungle.
Only Tex is jumping out of the plane. The rest of us are going to walk out after it lands. And then he's going to tell it to go elsewhere while we infiltrate, and then, well, not infiltrate, guns
Well,
blazing.
If
Anyway,
we land, why don't we just tell it to go somewhere else when we do land, and then we
that's
have
what
a
I
new
just
pickup
said.
That's the plan.
That's literally what she said.
Yeah, but I'm saying when we actually land. Oh, is that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
then, yeah, let's do that then. So we
That's
land
what we
somewhere,
said. We
walk
said
there,
that-
have the plane go somewhere else, and then we go to a different pickup point.
Yes,
Or it
that's what
actually
we
comes
said.
to the compound and picks us up.
Comes back and picks us up, yeah.
After we like tell, get the guards under control and stuff.
We'll just have the plane like circle a bunch of times around the compound.
Fratly's like, it was my idea. Well,
I thought of this.
Understand what you were saying?
this was my plan.
Okay, so when we get to the airport, I would like to do a thorough check of the airplane and the mechanics of it. Make sure it's solid and good to fly. There's enough fuel, and I want to gauge how much fuel there is if I do need to leave it like flying while we're in there, or like how long it can hover for when we get there.
I mean, if you guys are like similar to your normal strategy, in so much as you're in and out in like less than a minute, you should be fine.
Can you see if the plane is wired at all? They bugged it.
So what kind of skills would it make for those checks?
That'd be Matrix Perception.
That's me.
That's me.
Okay, and what about for the mechanics of the plane? Can I make like a automotive or whatever mechanic test? Aeronautics mechanic test?
To look around?
Yeah.
No, that's gonna be just perception.
Do like a pre-flight check.
Well, I want to like inspect the plane and see that it's like running in like proper shape and stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. Aeronautic mechanic. You guys' searches don't come back with anything out of the ordinary.
Alright, that's good.
We are good to go. I'm bringing both my drones, by the way.
Thank you for flying with Burnout Air.
Drones have stun gel rounds.
Yes, they totally do. Lies horrifically to the party, murders everyone. Oops.
Yeah, the
Oh,
drones.
I loaded the wrong ones. Oops.
Load the drones with something that isn't ADPS.
I thought APDS stood for ammo for the purpose of doing stun.
Really?
That makes sense, yeah.
Burnout! Text. Check the drones. Make sure they have gel rounds in them.
I
You
don't,
can't stick and shotgun them.
I don't know anything about drones.
No, but you know about guns, and they have guns on them.
True.
Would
Go
Burnout let
look.
you touch? Anyway, I
No.
joke that APDS stands for ammo for the purpose of destroying spirits, because you need high AP to deal with them.
So, do they have stun or stick and shock in them? Hmm?
Sure.
K-dubs?
Sure, he says.
Sure.
Alright, I'm
That's
gonna
not
go
an answer.
fucking look myself. Fuck you guys. Let me look.
Yourself? What?
What do I have to do to look?
They're packed away in a crate right now. You're not touching my drones.
I'm opening the crate.
Can you just hack into them? You just hack into
I thought
them?
you said you moved them by
Oh
controlling them.
yeah, can I just hack into them and see what they're loaded with?
Not right now. They're not functional right now.
Can I touch them?
They're
not
offline in the
functional.
crate.
Okay, fine, I'm opening the crate.
They're not. There is a
Hex.
manual lock on it.
Tex, help me get this crate open.
Okay, let's go.
Alright, how,
Everyone buckle in.
what,
He's locked the crate with a mechanical lock and put like 10 pounds of weight on the inside, so you can't get the lid open.
I bet I could get the lid open.
I mean, yeah, you could, but do you want to?
Everyone is
help.
in the plane. I take off fast, so everyone needs to sit down and strap in. So you can't fuck with my shit anymore.
While the seatbelt light is illuminated, please remain in your seat with your seatbelt securely fastened. Wow, that was a really bad roll.
I mean, it's only
Do
one
it
blow average.
again.
Would it be strength or would it be lift carry?
It'd be nothing. So,
Oh, whoops.
by
That was
the
my
way,
cheat
if you
sheet.
guys want the there's the second floor too.
Why is everybody laughing at me? This is actually important. I don't want Burnout killing anybody with his fucking drones.
I don't know if this changes in your guys' opinions or anything, but there you go. So, the 5 of you load up in the
If-
Ares Venture.
If you start shooting people with his drones, just hack them and disconnect them.
Yeah, we'll just kill his drones.
Shoot the drones.
It
No,
doesn't take
kill
much.
them, not shoot them.
No, it's the same thing. It doesn't take much. Before you started playing Fratly, you were fighting just literal like level 1 gangbangers, like the most basic enemies in the game.
Yeah,
And one of them turned and aimed his pistol at it and shot it and destroyed the drone.
I don't
like
want to
20,000 million.
destroy an ally's thing. I just want to make sure he loads the right fucking ammo.
Well, what ammo I load is what ammo I loaded, so.
And
No!
then
wait
you're
and
gonna
see.
kill somebody
No,
and we're not gonna
the
get paid.
literal fucking Johnson wants us to not kill
I
anybody.
told you that I did load it with stick and shock.
Did you?
That's what I told you.
He doesn't have to be so coy about it.
Yeah, why?
If you kill somebody, we don't get paid. Or probably worse.
Yeah, he said that if we fuck
I'm
up,
not gonna kill
we-
someone. Let's fucking go, okay? God, let's just go.
Well, like, they're right. It's your own fault for being a smartass about it. Yeah, sure,
we good?
sure. I put non-lethal, sure.
Alright.
All right, how far is it from the roof onto like this balcony to drop down?
Couple meters, probably about 3 meters.
Okay. Nothing excessive.
Nah.
Okay. I don't know if it had some like super fancy roof or.
No. No, it wouldn't. Alright. Around 6 in the morning, the 5 of you depart from SeaTac in the Ares Venture. The plane is painted all black. You can see no distinguishing logos or features on it anywhere. This could be anyone's plane. You take off vertically, and... Okay, Frisky. And quickly reach a cruising altitude. Keeping an eye on the radar and sensors. You engage the autopilot and can sit back and relax.
We still need to come up with a plan for once we're actually getting inside.
I'm still not entirely sure where we're landing.
The plan is to neutralize any guards we come across and also be on the lookout for the idol, which is probably going to be in the gallery.
Well, we have to get the guy and get his bios, and then we also have to find the idol, and then we have to get him down to the basement or down to the storage room, wherever the server is. So depending on the time of day we get there is probably going to depend where he is.
Well, after about 9 hours, you guys are flying over Atzlan. When as coordinated as the Johnson said, you guys receive a clearance to land at an airport, and you refuel before retaking off and flying up. Your ETA is about midnight local time. About more like 1 or 2 in the morning.
That's good.
But the day seems to go by pretty quickly, and soon enough, you find yourself nearing your destination.
In the last 3 hours before we reach our destination, could I prepare my control thoughts thing? My preparations.
Did you bring stuff to do that with?
I pulled out my bin of old dead technology, Nokias and iPhones, and I grabbed a couple that I can use as talismongry or whatever as a what do you call it?
There's no way you're using technology as part of your preparations.
Oh, then I guess I can't.
Like,
Control thoughts.
You are actively hindering yourself by using something complicated. The simpler something is, the easier it is to manipulate. So like you should get stuff like pool balls and coins and talismans and that kind of stuff.
Okay. Is there anything on the plane that I could make shift to make it work?
I might assume you did bring stuff because you're not an idiot.
Oh. Yeah.
And you were planning on using controlling thoughts already, so makes sense that you brought stuff for it.
I brought a plastic sphere that old carnival toys would come in, or like the claw machines would have, but it's just empty.
You brought a water bottle.
You brought a fushigi.
Fushigi.
I know what that is, but it sounds weeby.
That weird metal ball that it was dumb.
Oh,
it balances, and you can do
Contact
magic
juggling?
tricks with them.
oh, like
Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, yeah, I remember.
like the
remember.
labyrinth with David Bowie.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah.
This big bulbous package in those tight pants. Went well.
So may I do a preparation?
Go ahead.
No, we're getting close. Stryfe, if you want to do your stuff too.
Potency 4, but you just took 5 drain, buddy boy.
Yeah.
You got time for a nap.
There should be
Why
some noise
isn't
there,
it
but whatever.
calculating the noise? I put 5 in the box. I typed 5. It's not working. What do I do?
Roll 5 other dice.
Try, what happens if you put -5 in the box? Wait. What is this?
For the little equation, it says
0, 5, minus 10, keep highest 1. What?
why does it keep highest
When
one?
it's asking you for noise alter, you put in 0 there?
No, I put 5.
Like when you're rolling the actual roll.
It doesn't ask for noise. It says situational modifiers, that's it. The noise you put in the box up here, and it's always worked before. Hold on, I'm refreshing.
Because for some reason you have 10 noise reduction.
I don't, where?
Under noise reduction. Right, like near the top of the page, it's currently 10. I just set it to 0.
How did that even get there?
I have no idea.
I've never touched that ever. Where the hell is it even? Top of the page. Top of the matrix page?
I just made it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Where?
thanks.
Oh, there. I never even knew that was there.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
What the fuck?
Since I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm gonna do a reflex bracelet.
Okay.
Fucking shit.
You can try again, Alter.
I'm trying.
Jesus.
3 more drain,
Ugh,
and you
going
fail to make the
on?
preparation.
Damn.
Where is it? I don't know where it went. I hit the button.
Alright. Still a good roll.
What
None
is-
2. The fuck?
Matrix Perception gets a +2 for being a Technomancer.
True.
So I
Alright.
think that's what it is.
Stryfe shoots ahead on the spotty matrix and does some analysis of the area. Stryfe finds 8 pans. 9 pans. Yeah. 9 pans.
How many shorts?
Fuck. So, 8 of them are armed with AK-97s. The last one does not appear to be armed currently.
It's the mage.
It's
Or
probably
it's the guy?
our target or someone who is currently in Jaguar form. Where's
Anything
the
else?
unarmed one located? Can you tell?
How difficult would it be to actually project in a moving plane?
You just have to be able to find your body again.
So if I know the flight path, I can fly up to
I
where
mean-
it's going to be going and then just wait for my body.
You can think faster than the plane can fly, so...
But yeah, can she see where the unarmed one is located in the building? Was my question.
Yeah, he appears to be in the master bedroom.
Makes sense. Are there any other pans near the master bedroom?
Yeah. There are
Like
2
outside?
upstairs and 6 downstairs.
They're all inside. They're not on the roof or anything.
They are all inside currently.
Are the 2 upstairs outside the master bedroom?
They're in the hallway outside, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's not true. Alter, one of the 6 on the bottom floor is out on the balcony right now.
There's a lower balcony?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Oh, there's music playing.
No!
That's really
Really?
quiet.
Oh, were you drawing something?
God damn it. E.
What?
Amazon.com rainforest.
Yes,
From
right.
A to Z.
Where's your tablet, Alter? That's much below your usual quality.
I don't have my tablet plugged in, and my tablet is broken, so I can't.
Why would you break it?
It's like ancient.
You got the arrow backwards, by the way.
I don't care.
Yeah, it goes from A to Z.
They have everything
I don't
from
care.
A to Z.
Ah!
And it also makes a smiley face.
Wow, you guys are super sellouts. Did you ever notice that Amazon has a Moz in it? Which is also
Get
Skamaz.
skamazed.
Alright, you
I
can
saw
go
that.
back to the map. now,
Amaz was the
sorry.
first streamer that I watched on Twitch.
Wow, I'm so sorry for you.
Mine was Lasses.
Mine was Trump.
Well, I don't actually remember who my first was. I would have to go and probably check my old account and see who I followed first.
I think mine was Purge
It
Gamer.
would have been either TB or like Day 9, maybe.
Pepe Hands.
Yeah, Pepe Hands.
Total Biscuit Pepe Hands.
Yeah.
Ripping biscuits.
You can go back to the map.
Alright, so. You guys are approaching. It's time for you to stop the planning and get to the X. Oh! On the approach, Burnout, I'm going to need you to make me a piloting test to maintain low, you know,
How low
dickery.
can it go?
This is where we all die.
Yeah, it might be.
Kind of hope.
I am maintaining low.
I don't know why that's so funny.
The threshold
Successfully
is...
maintaining low.
Can you play Get Low? You know, from the window to the wall. That's not Get Low.
Simple Minds. Is that why you chose this song?
It's the only song I had on tap.
Why don't you have Danger Zone even?
It's not true. I have this on tap too.
Yeah, Danger Zone's perfect. Get that.
We're in a fucking plane. Where's Danger Zone?
I am blasting this on the radio of the plane.
I know, that's what I was
volume.
thinking.
I want to point out I have my wingsuit on in case he crashes.
There we go.
Burnout keeps it low to the ground and flies in. You're now approaching your destination. It's time to put your thoughts into practice. What are you going to do?
I am going to fly the plane directly over the roof or the building and give Tex a cue when to jump, and then turn the plane around or wherever the. I'm guessing that the bay door is like pointing backwards, right? So yeah, land the plane on the driveway. Bay doors facing the entrance to the house, and then we can come out the bay doors.
All right. So Tex, how high are you jumping from?
I don't know how high is safe for you to go that's not in radar range,
Where
but
the
still.
fuck is the wingsuit and its rules?
Wait, did Jackson already do his sensing shit?
I didn't.
It
wasn't
is
gonna.
Street Lethal, page 47. It is called the Urban Explorer Daedalus.
What page?
47.
Or actually, I would say as we're coasting down, I'd astrally perceive and just look around.
if you're like, here's the question: why aren't you just parachuting out of the plane?
But
Wingsuits are intended for horizontal falling.
yeah, then they don't have to drop me off directly above it. They can be away from it, so they risk they have less risk of getting hurt.
So yeah, you're like a distance away, and he jumps out, and this poor guard is out on the balcony. He looks up in the sky. What's that? What the fuck? There's a troll in a giant wingsuit flying towards you.
Bat troll.
Troll missile.
Bat troll.
And for
You
bonus
know,
points,
Where is
Batman
she?
don't kill people with guns. That ain't me.
For bonus points, you tackle the guard while
Well, it's you can come to a stop while you're wingsuiting, but it also has a parachute that's a little easier.
you tackle him and you take him out.
He's also on the lower balcony, and I don't want to go to the lower balcony. I want to go to the upper balcony.
So seismic toss swing back up to the roof.
That's not how that works.
Just, outline the shape of the earth.
One of the blurbs from this thing: an alarming number of runners come up with plans that revolve around these things, only realize that post-jump, they've never trained with them. The natural selection network leaves more jobs for the rest of us. Oh no.
I got plenty of free fall and body.
Alright, Burnout, I want you to make me another pilot aircraft test, and Tex, I want you to make me that free fall test. Let's see how this one goes.
Would this be a stunt test or anything?
Yes.
Okay, so I think I get some bonuses for stunts.
Yeah, like 2 or something.
Let me check real quick.
Before I jump, I'm gonna take my kamikaze.
Snorts cocaine, jumps out of aircraft.
It's inhaled, thank you.
That's what snorting is.
Well, it's like it's in like a little like inhaler or something, basically.
Oh, it's in a so you have asthma now, okay.
So I'm gonna activate Gearhead for handling for this, and then I'll get a
That doesn't
plus
make any
4.
sense to me. Like you just started, I activate Gearhead. Car goes faster. You've activated my trap card.
I think it's more like activating like my reflexes or whatever.
Yeah, I know. It's still a little silly.
It is, yeah.
But continue.
Either way, it gives me plus 4.
Physical limit 15, by the way.
Jesus Christ.
Now, while there's a slow montage of Tex falling to his death,
Oh
play
my
that
God.
Free Fallen song.
I'm gonna like re-roll like a bunch of those dice.
What is that? For
Well,
13
What was the
dice?
threshold? Do I know what the threshold is beforehand?
No,
Mm,
4.
yeah, I'm gonna re-roll it.
Threshold's 4.
All right, how many dice is that?
Oh, it's by
13.
Tom Petty.
Yeah.
I'm a bad Gainesvillian, I guess.
True.
There we go.
Alright. The, Burnout brings the plane to a mid-air hover. Tex bails out the back, unfolds his wings, and starts flying towards the destination. You're
crazy.
flying along the mountain, down the mountain valley, where the mansion's on the side of it. So Burnout, you're gonna pull around and swoop in as Tex lands, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pull her around front.
All right, Tex, I'm gonna need you to give me another test. Are you gonna try to land on the roof? Or are you gonna try to parachute?
I'm gonna parachute once I get a little closer. Once I get more above it, All
right.
Down.
You've been paragliding for a few minutes now. I'm gonna need you to
Another test. You want another test, yeah?
Yeah. Alright. When you said you had tons of free fall, you meant you had 2?
Well, I mean with body. Rolling 11 dice, so.
Oh, I just realized my reaction is 1 higher than it should be.
Are you on drugs?
Oops. No, I was on drugs when I left my reaction 1 higher.
You're the worst.
How could you?
Sorry. So much shit that I need to keep track of, you know.
Ultra can commiserate.
Like, if there was, like, a box that you could check for, like, a drug effect, and then it does it automatically, and then you uncheck that drug box and it will remove it automatically, that would be cool.
I think it should just be like a drug tab, where
Yeah.
if you can even put in any modifiers to all your stats.
Well, Titus, you sent me all the character sheets, so maybe I can take a look for that.
While you're at it, can you add more weapon slots for me? Thanks.
Alright. And Burnout, I need another test from you.
Also a stunt test?
To land this plane. Alrighty. Three successes? Yeah, that's good. Tex parachutes in and lands on the roof of the building, executing a combat roll, detaching the parachute from himself and bringing out his revolver?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kona.
With gel rounds in it, I hope.
Taking shot.
Burnout buzzes the building, slows it down as it's turning and lands it in one fluid motion on the front lawn. The back opens up, and we'll continue this next week.
Oh.
Aw.
Oh.
Yeah, we only have 40 minutes left, and there's a lot to do still.
Ooh.
Can I at least know astrally perceiving what I see? Looking at
Sure.
the booty of the airplane?
Nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, no planning or metagaming for next week.
Does this airplane have rigor control, whatever it is?
Yeah,
Okay, so I can command it to.
you can
fly
jump
away
into
then.
it if you'd like.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to have rear controls for you to tell it to do stuff.
Really?
No.
I thought that the autopilots were like too simple otherwise.
I mean, they're pretty dumb, but like, if you say like, "Hey," like, I mean, here probably you'd need to do it manually. Like in a city, you can just tell literally any vehicle, "Hey, go over there," and it'll do it.
Just because
That's
the
what you guys
Matrix is too spotty here.
Also, at the same time, I know Alter needs to go to bed a bit earlier today. Isn't that right, Alter?
Yes.
Fair enough.
And yeah, we have all the combat to do and all the other stuff, and you know how long that stuff takes in Shadowrun. Oh. Well, if we had shot the shit for another 40 minutes like we normally do, it would have been perfect timing.
Yeah.
But we started on time. We remained relatively focused.
Imagine that.
So, hope you guys had fun today.
Yeah, that's cool.